Hey, this is Chris, and I am Chucking Dice. Appreciate you watching my video. And today I'm going to play a more traditional 44 inside with a twist, in that I'm going to be trying it with a um, $25 don't pass. And with the don't pass, I'm going to try to at least protect myself a little bit. So I don't normally play like this. I usually will just play with 6 and 8 for maybe 12 each, and that's costing me about a quarter every time I lose. By adding a quarter on the don't pass, I do lose the. I mean, I'm not protected on the come out, but I am going to be able to play 44 inside for almost the same risk. And if I can hit once, then with the quarter, I'm almost in the profit, and I'm going to start pressing from there. If the point is an inside number, I'm not going to play the point. I'm going to play the other numbers, so it'll be 32 or 34 inside, depending on whether the point is a 6 or an 8. And I'm going to try to just build up after a couple of rolls and see how it goes. We're coming out with a hard 8. 8 is the point, and that is going to be an inside number, so that's a 4 and a 4. And with that, I'm going to place the 5, the 6, and the 9. And that's a $32 risk with a $25 don't pass. So I've got $7 exposed as long as I avoid the 8. And let's just see what happens. I'll kind of play it along as we go. There's a 10, easy. 6, 4, easy 10. I want to avoid that 8. At all possible, and I set it and I hit it. So that's the way it goes. 6 and a 2, we hit the 8. Now this is what I do. I did not even make anything on the inside. I haven't hit those once. Not once. So what do we do in this case? We just lost our don't pass. That was my protection, and now I've got nothing. Do I go back up for a quarter? I'm going to say nope. I'm not going to go back up for a quarter. I'm going to risk the 25 plus the 32 on this shooter, except I'm going to move that 9 inside and make it look like 12. So I am going to risk 34 additional on top of the 25 that I just lost, and that's going to be the end of my round with this shooter. So that's kind of my max risk on that shooter. And there's a 6, and now at this point I don't care that the point is a 6 because, whoops, the dice rolled. That was a 3. Where'd the 3 go? There we go. 3, 3. I don't care that that's the point because I got nothing on the pass or the don't pass, so I don't mind. All right, and we got a 7 out. So this is the worst case scenario, other than throwing 3 come out 7s or something like that. We just lost that on a 7 out. We never hit any of these numbers. We lost our don't pass. We just lost the max. We went max pain on this shooter with making the point and then getting another point and 7 outing without ever hitting a single point, a single number inside at all. That was about as terrible as it goes, except I have played a quarter on the don't pass and I've had 3 7s come out in a row. Literally, that's worse than this, but not much worse, right? And that's much less likely. But here we go. This is the second shooter, and that was about as poor of a start as we could have. Let's just see what happens here. We got a 5. 4 and a 1, easy 5. 4 and a 1. All right, so the 5 is an inside number again. So now we go 34 inside. Cap the 6 and 8, and let's try to do this again. Now we're trying to avoid the 5. Ideally, we'd like to avoid the bad number as well, but we really don't want either of them to hit. And there's a hard 8. 4, 4, hard 8. That's going to be a $14 winner. So what we're going to do is this shooter, new shooter, forget what happened last time, new shooter, I'm going to take that $14 into my rack. So essentially, if I can avoid the 5, I've got $25 I'm going to win on the don't pass, plus $10 plus $4. So that's $25, $35, $39 that I'm socking away. Potential profit. I'm putting the 14 away for reals, but I am counting this as a potential win, and I've covered my 34 because I'm ahead 39, if the bad number would roll at this point. Now, I hope it doesn't. I hope I continue with inside hits, but there's a 3 and a 1. We got a 4, easy. I really want to avoid the 5. And there's another 3-1. Same number rolled twice. 3-1. I really want to hit 6, 8, and 9. And there is a 4 and a 1. We hit the point. All right, well, it happens. 4 and a 1. We lose. Don't pass. And again, I'm on the wrong side of it this time. I'm not going to replace it. And I am just the same shooter coming out. We'll let them get another point established, and they like that 5, right back on that 5. Now, I am going to leave the 9, 6, and 8 here. I could switch to the 5. They hit the point. They like rolling the 5, but at this point, I've got just as much of a chance as the 9 and rolling as the 5, and I'm going to let that stand on its own and hope that I hit 9s instead of 5s at this point. So there's a 6, a 5, and a 1, easy 6. So that's going to pay 14. Now, I went 25 in the hole, right? So I lost the don't pass. That cost me a quarter. I'm going to just collect that $14. Just going to collect that. 10 hard. 5 and a 5. Not going to do anything for us. AC Doocy. That is a 1 and a 2. Makes 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, here we go. Looking for inside action. 3 and a 1, sorry. 3 and a 1 makes 4. It's an easy 4. Not doing anything at this point. We want to hit 6, 8, or 9, and there we got a hard 6, 3 and 3. We will take that. Alright, so this is, I'm going to pay 15 for 1. That pays 14. Let's do 15 for 1. And now I've added 14, I've added 28 to my rack, and that covers the 25 that I lost. And I now have 34 exposed out there. What do I do at this point? Well, I can try to recover that. Oops, we got a die off the table. We'll find that later. I have a choice here. I could just go for it. I could take it all down and just say that I'm even. I could start pressing and trying to get my money back quicker. That's an 8, a 6, and a 2. Easy 8. That's going to win 14, and I'm going to pay 15 for 1. Got some choices here. So what do I want to do? At this point, I'm going to collect that 14. And now I'm down just a little bit less. 10 down on the end, 10 easy. I'm going to try to get one more hit out of this before I figure out what I'm going to do. There's 8. Easy 8. 3 and a 5. Now, I'm going to fix my... Okay, so there's 15 for 1. And now I have collected $28 toward the 34 that I have here. So I'm just $6 off of being even. But the way this roll is going, I'm going to go ahead and try for one more hit. And there's a 9, 6, and a 3. All right, so that is a 6 and a 3. I'm going to go ahead and pay one more time. It's a $14 win. I'm going to pay 15 for 1. Now, I've got $6 to get back in the profit. So let's do this. I'm just going to take this 5, and I'm going to get some change. And we're going to say that this is my profit. So I'm going to put that in my rack, and now we are even on this shooter. I've got $5 left, and I'm just going to, because there's $5 here, I'm just going to rack that. So we're just going to, we'll call that a win. We got back to even though we lost the don't pass. And then we immediately 7 out. So there's a 4 and a 3. 7 out. And that's okay. No worries. I got just enough to get back what I had risked on that shooter and lost on the don't pass. So now that was 2 shooters. Now I'm going to shoot myself. That didn't come out right. Now I'm going to shoot the dice myself. That sounds a little better. All right, I'm still playing from the don't pass because, again, I am not that great a shooter. Sometimes I have long rolls, but I have long rolls sometimes where I never hit the point again. And I'm going to actually aim for the outside numbers with a dice set. It's a 2, 1, 1, 2. I do throw this set, and I do throw a lot of horn numbers. And because I'm throwing that way, I'm going to go ahead and do a $5 horn high yo and cover that yo, and that'll at least protect me if I throw that number. And let's see if we can get a point. Okay, here we go. Whoa. That is a die stuck up on the top of the table. I don't know if you can see that, but let's get that down. Oops. There we go. No roll. Alright, let's try that again. Dice are out. Too hot. Oh, this time we got an 8, but the die was in the tray. That does not count. You do not get to count. That's a no roll dice in the tray. Everybody's getting cranky with me because I have not kept it on the table in the playing area. And this is the third time. Third time's a charm. And we got aces. Alright, double the bubble. Aces. That will play. I got 2. I get paid twice. Aces pays me twice. I get paid 25 for the don't pass. We'll collect that. My horn high is like having $1 on the aces, which pays 30 to 1, but I've got to replace the other $4 that are over here on the horn high ace deuce, so they're going to pay 30 minus 4, and that's going to be a $26 win. So that is total of $51 collection, and I'll take it. And I'm just going to reset. I still need a point, but I will be happier knowing that I just collected $51. Alright, that's why I like playing the don't pass, if you can hit those outside numbers. And we got a 5, a 4, and a 1. 5 is the point. And just like I said before, I'm not going to play the point when I'm on the don't pass. So at this point now we go to a 34 inside. It's $12 on the 6 and 8, $10 on the 9. Nothing in odds, and I lose the horn high yo there. And now I'm looking to hit 6, 8, 9. Now I'm switching to my other dice set. I use a 3, 2, 3, 6 usually when I'm playing, and I'm going to try to hit 6, 8, and 9. We'll see what happens. There's a yo. All right. Yo 11. Like I said, I'm not exactly the best shooter. I am continuing to practice, and sometimes things go well, and sometimes they go unwell, poor. Depends on the day. 8. All right, easy 8. That is a 5 and a 3. Easy 8. All right, so we're going to win 14. And just like before, no different when I'm shooting. I'm going to collect that first hit, and now I'm $14 closer to being even, if I can avoid the point. Acey deucey, not going to do anything for us. That's a yo, followed by an ace deuce. See a horn, bet a horn, as they say. I'm not doing that this time. That's alright. Looking for a 6, 8, 9. Nope. I'm going to get a point. Alright. Fine. Fine. That was a 5. That was 3 and a 2. We got our point. So we lose the don't pass. I know. Don't play the don't pass when you're the shooter. Whatever. I'm just trying it out, alright? Leave me alone. I'm going to go to the pass line now. And the reason I go to the pass line is because I am looking for 44 inside, and I'm assuming that I'm going to go ahead and hit a inside number now, and that'll give me 44 inside. I'm not playing the pass line, or don't pass anymore, but I am going to play the pass line on myself after the first point is Looking for a point, and it's going to be 6. All right, so 6 is the point. 6 came easy. It's a 4 and a 2. 2x4 lumber, as they say. All right, so I'm going to move the 6 to the 5, collect the $2. No odds yet. No odds. I lost $25. I need to get that back. I've only collected 1 hit at this point, so this is not the way I wanted to start it, but it is the way it goes, and sometimes you just got to deal with it, right? There's an 8 hard 8. All right, a 4 and a 4. That's going to be a $14 winner, and I'm going to pay 15 for 1. Just rack that up. That is my second win, but I lost the 25. So basically now I'm covered. I'm even on. I recovered my don't pass, I guess is how you'd say that. Recovered my don't pass. So now let's build from here. Nope, not going to build anything. We're going to crash and burn. That's a 6 and a 1. 7 out. All right, fine. No problemo. That's the way it goes for me sometimes. If I hadn't been playing the don't pass, maybe things would be a little better. Well, they'd be $25 better, I guess, at that point. Okay, so now we're back to random. Second pass through. Looking for a don't come out. Hopefully we can avoid the bad come out results. There's a 9. We'll take that. We'll take a 9. 6 and a 3. And that is an inside point, so we are going to place the 5, 8, and 9 for 34 inside action. All right. There we go. Just randomly rolling them now, and we got an 11. Yo 11. Need to fix my chips down here in the landing zone. All right. Oh, die off the table. That already happened once this video. Oh well. Collect that later. 9 is the point. We are trying to avoid it. Oh no, we have another die off the table. This is getting redonkulous. I am down to 1 red die left before I have to switch die because I'm out of them. Alright, here we go. We are looking for 5, 6, or 8, and there's an 8, easy 8. Kept the die on the table, the most important part. And that die rolled. That was a 5 and a 3. 5 and a 3. Easy 8. It's going to win 14. I'm going to pay 15 for 1 because I have a good number of white chips. Collect that. That is our first hit. 3, ace deuce. 2 and a 1 make a 3. 8, hard. Again, hard 8. Hard 8, 4 and a 4. Now, I have paid for my bets, and I'm going to take 15 for 1. What am I going to do now? Well, it's not been a great round for me, but part of playing craps is taking a chance. So I'm going to throw in $2 more, and I'm going to press 5, 6, and 8 up to 15 and 18. 3 units each. And let's try to hit them again. 3, ace deuce. Craps 3. Crappy numbers, crappy numbers. Hard 8. Again, hard 8. Alright, that is a good number of hard 8s. Now I've got 3 units on, that's going to pay $21. And I'm going to collect this time. Collect that 21. See if we can hit a hard 8 again. No, we got a 5. That'll take. We'll play that. 4 and a 1. I thought when I saw the 4 that I was going to get a two 4s, but nope. All right, so that's $21. I'm going to throw in $1, and I'm going to take a nickel, and we're going up 1 more level. Now the thing I like about this is that I'm not really risking all of this. If the bad number rolls, I get paid a quarter, and I'm okay. If the point rolls, I lose the quarter, but I can take all of this down if I want to, and I've been pressing this, so I've got some profit there on the table. So it's trying to get that 5, 6, and 8 to work for me. But okay, if it doesn't, depending on what rolls. That's a 4, hard 4. All the hard ways coming. 12, a hard 12, 6 and a 6. And a hard 10. Wow. 5 and a 5. That is a lot of hard ways, including hard 12. Not going to help me any at this point, but it's kind of interesting. Followed by a 7 out. Alright, so we got a 7. Oops. 7 out. 4 and a 3. 7 out. We're done. Alright, so we get paid a quarter on the don't pass. And I had pressed this up and it did not get to pay off for me. I did hit, oops, I did hit twice while I had those out there, but I was hoping for a little more action. Didn't happen, but we're okay. No worries. And let's go one more random shooter and see if we can get a point. 10 down on the end, easy 10. All right, a good point if you're on the don't pass. Take it. Now 10 is a point, so we're going to go 44 inside, except, yeah, I'm going to go 44 inside. I think about sometimes just limiting it back to 32. I don't remember if I did that earlier, but if I just take the 9 off, I've got 34 inside, but I'm going to go ahead and play with that and try to hit the 9, see if I can use the 9 to my advantage. 5 fever, 3 and a 2, 5. Dice rolled again. Always rolling on me. 3 and a 2. 5 is going to be $14 win. And I'll just rack that up. First win again. Trying to collect before the bad number rolls. There's another 5. 3 and a 2. 3 and 2 is going to be another 15 or 14. I'm going to pay it 15 for 1. And I'm going to rack that. Now, presuming I avoid the 10, I've made $24 on 2 hits. I mean, $28 on 2 hits. And I've got 25, so I'm in the profit against my 44. And now is when I can start pressing if I want to. And that's a hard 6. Now, this is an interesting decision to make here. I'm going to get paid 14 on that 6. Now, I could just press the 6 and 8 up 1, or I can throw in $3 more. I'm sorry. I can throw in $8 more, and I get to 22. So I've got 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another red. There's 4 reds and 2 whites. I can throw in $8, and I can just press all of this up 1 unit and go straight to 66 inside. So that's what I'm going to do, and I am just putting a little bit more at risk. But even with that $8 I added, I'm still okay on this shooter as long as I avoid the 10. And that's kind of the way I look at it, okay? So there's a 4 and a 2. Lumber, easy 6. Now I've got 66 inside. That's going to pay 21 on that 6 with $18 on it. And I'm just going to collect the 21 and try to do it again. 8, easy 8. All right, good deal. 5 and a 3. Again, $21. Now, what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to throw in just $1 more. So, whoops, $1 more gives me enough to go 22 more inside, and that presses me to 88 inside. Whoops, mess. 88 inside, or 4 units on each number. And again, I'm trying to avoid that 10 and keep hitting inside numbers. Aces. All right, aces. One of the things that's nice about the 10, if you really want to, you could buy, or you could take the hard 10 and give yourself some protection. In other words, for $3, I could win 21. For $4, I could win 28 bucks, which would cover that. So if I wanted to, I could play a $4 hard 10 and protect that that 10 from winning just one of those 3 ways. Oh no, we lost another red die. Let me take just a second and come over here off the end of my table and find my dice that have rolled all over the place, because I got a whole bunch of them now. There were 4 dice off the table. What a wreck. What a mess. All right. Let's try this again. All right. Here we go. 6. Easy 6. All right. That's a 5 and a 1. We'll take that. A 5 and a 1. That's got 4 units on it. That's going to win $28. If I want to, I can press this up by taking $1. This time I get $1 back, and I'm sorry, I get $6 back, and I can press it all up 1 more. Let's go ahead and do that. If I do that, that takes me to a quarter and $30. So I can bring this over here, and I can go to 30 on the 6 and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gives me quarters on the 5 and 9, and now I press this up with still just that risk of $25 on the 10, oops, and going for a big win. Now I'm going to take $2, put $2 on the hard 10 since I got some white chips there. It's okay, just a little bit of hedging against the hard 10. There's a 12. Midnight, I think that's the second 12 that I've hit with this shooter. Some horn, meta horn. Oh, die off the table again. What on the world? What on earth? What in the world? What on earth? However you say that is going on. All right, here we go. 3 ace deuce. We got it. So that was a 12 followed by a 3. If you were betting the horn after seeing a horn, you did yourself a favor right there. You got paid. There's a 5 and a 3. That's an 8. Easy 8. Hot shooter in the house. All right, so that's going to win $35, and I am going to be replacing that 35. I'm sorry, I'm not replacing that 35. I am collecting that 35. And that's what I meant to say. All right, and we are looking to do some more damage. Nope, not going to happen. All right, well, that's okay. That was a 6 and a 1. There we go, 6 and a 1. All right. And I'm going to lose all this. That's okay. I think that'll be the end of the video. So, yeah, there we go. Oh, sorry, I paid a quarter. I never hit the 10. Let's see where we're at. I got 100 here in reds. That was 1 stack of reds, plus 2 more is 110. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 50. So 250 in greens. 250, 350, 360. Start with 300, got 360. So there you go. Anyway, just thinking about strategies for playing with 44 inside or 32 or 34 inside if the point is inside, and trying to think about playing more on every shooter, giving myself a chance to catch a long streak. And all it takes is one really good streak, and you've made all your money back in most cases. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time.